This video is going to be showing you how to use the ShowingTime program. That's used to schedule all of our listings. All the agents in our MLS use it, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways. First way I'm going to show you is through Paragon, which is our MLS system. Let's type in an address, and we'll use one of my listings as an example. Go ahead and click on the listing, search for the listing that you want to show. Okay. When you pull up the all fields detail on a listing, the little icons over here, this little one right here, this is the ShowingTime icon. If you click on it, it'll take you to ShowingTime. I'm the listing agent, so it's going to ask me if I'm actually showing my own listing or if someone else is showing it. I'll just go ahead and click that I'm showing it. And so your little profile is going to pop up, and you can either schedule a single showing or you can add it to a showing cart. If you're showing a client multiple houses in a day, you could add it to a showing cart. And if you add it to a showing cart, it'll automatically give you a route and it'll give you directions. It'll tell you what's the easiest route to take when you're going to all these listings and which one should be scheduled first, etc. So let's just say we want to schedule a single showing for this one today. You just click on schedule a single showing right here. And then you click on the time that you want to show it. So let's say we wanted to show it tomorrow, which would be Saturday, the 30th at 10 a.m. So you click here, and this will pop up. You can indicate the type of showing. If you're going to be the only one there, you're doing an agent preview, make sure you go ahead and put that, because you don't want the seller to have to clean and all that stuff and get ready and think there's a showing if it's just going to be you going over to the house. So let's just say we're doing a regular showing, so we'll click showing. And then the latest time you might be at the property, the showing time started at 10 a.m. Let's say we're going to be there for maybe we'll be there an hour, so we'll click 11 o'clock. And then right here you can add buyers. You have all your buyers right here. And if you click add a new one, you can put in their information. This is nice, so that way you can see what properties you've shown certain buyers if you cannot remember what properties they've already seen. And then you can add a note for the listing agent if you wanted. And then you just click yes, is this information correct? And it confirms it for you, and then it shows you the type of lockbox. If it was like a combo, it would have the combo right here. These instructions will be sent to your email and your text message. Maybe they'll call you. It just depends on how you have your preferences set up. Now, if you wanted to schedule more showings, you can import it into your calendar too, which is nice. You can go back to property listings, and it's going to take you back to Paragon. So that's kind of how you schedule showings in Paragon. Let me show you if maybe we wanted to see multiple houses. So let's go over here and we'll look at the new listings that were just put on MLS. Okay, so let's see. Let's just look in this range right here. These are kind of all in the same range. So let's say the clients wanted to see this house. So we click on it. We'll click on our little showing time thing. We'll click add to showing cart because we're going to see multiple houses. Our tour date, maybe we'll have it go tomorrow. You can pick the buyer's name if you want. We'll just click OK right here. Oh, we have to name our tour. So I usually just put their last name and then tour or whatever. So we'll just click OK. And then here, that listing that we clicked on popped up. And what I usually do is I'll go ahead and add all the listings in here, and then I'll come back and pick a time and all that stuff. So we'll go return to listings, and it took us back to the listing we were on. So if we click back, here is the new market list. Let's say we want to go see this one right here. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Click on the ShowingTime icon again. So they're not accepting showings online. Sometimes you might have to call ShowingTime and actually schedule it. So let's say we want to see this one on Randolph. So we'll go ahead and click on the ShowingTime cart. And you can either schedule a single showing, once again, if it's for a different buyer, or we can add it to our showing cart. Our tour was for tomorrow. We named it the Lewis tour, so we're just going to click on it. Click next. And that listing popped up in there as well. So let's add one more, and then I will show you how to make it so you're not driving all around town. You know, it gives you a route that makes sense. Let's say we wanted to show this listing on Ashworth. We'll click that again. Click the little ShowingTime thing. Add to cart, Lewis tour. Click next again. So these three all pop up right here, and you can see them. It maps them out. So let's say we wanted to start south and then end up north. So let's say we wanted to see this one on Randolph first, that one, then the one on 37th. So you can just drag, you should be able to just drag, I'm not sure why this isn't working, but you should be able to just drag these and change the order of them, but instead that's not working. So we're going to go 1 and we'll hit enter and then update. So I typed in a 1 right here in front of Randolph, and then I hit update and it updated the order. So right now you can see we'd be driving from Randolph all the way up north, all the way back down south, which these two are pretty close. So if you hit smart route right here, it'll map them so that it'll change it, or it'll make it in an order that makes sense instead of driving all over town. Maybe you want to do it that way because you have a certain order, maybe you don't have enough time, and you want to see, they really want to see the one in Randolph, and they really want to see the one in Ashcourt, or whatever, whichever one you want to start at, you make that determination. You can get turn-by-turn directions right here, so it'll have all the directions for you, and you can also print those out for the client. I usually bring those for clients who, maybe they're not tech savvy and they don't have Google Maps or whatever, and they're just going to be following you around. Well, here's the directions for them, and then it's also nice for clients who are from out of town and don't know Topeka at all, who are going to be following you around. And then you can pick a time right here, so you put your start date in. Let's say we're going to start at 10. We'll end this one at 10:45 and hit save. And then the next one, you see it's 8 minutes away. Maybe we make it at 10:15 to 11:15. Just make sure you give yourself enough time, because you never know how long you're going to stay at a house. You'll get a feel for your clients and how long they stay at houses. But this is how I usually do it. It's 15 minutes apart with an hour, and you can see that these two of them have appointments required, and one of them is go and show. Maybe you show, if they wanted to start even earlier in the morning, maybe you start at the one that's go and show, and then go to the ones that are appointment required to give the sellers a little more time to get out of the house. So you can add listing stops in here. Let's say we had like a for sale by owner. So if we wanted to add a listing stop, listing stop, you can add another listing. Add another stop, you can add an address in here. So let's say they wanted to see a for sale by owner. I'll just type in an address. Maybe they wanted to see a house out in Silver Lake too. These guys are all over the place. So we're going to click add stop. Or maybe that they want to go eat lunch or something. Maybe you have a lot of houses. Maybe they want to eat lunch or whatever. So now you can see it added that stop on there. So we're going to go south, north, and then over to Silver Lake. My appointment status, You can put if it's confirmed, canceled, whatever. But that's a way for you to add for sale by owners. Up here, it has send tour details, so you can email the tour details to your client. And then over here you can print the tour details. And it'll have, you can either do the agent's version, and which is really nice. I like to print it off, and then it'll show me all the showing instructions once I've requested the showings and they've gotten confirmed. It'll have all the lockbox codes and all that stuff on there. You can get directions if you want, or a map. You can print that to her, or there's a buyer's version, and it has the same thing minus the lockbox code information, and you can print that off for your clients. And like I said, it's a really nice tool for people who are out of town, or from out of town, or maybe they don't have Google Maps or whatever, just in case they happen to get lost while they're following you. Yeah, so you just click the times in here that you want, and then you hit send request. It'll send you an email, or once again an email, text, or phone call, whatever you have set up in ShowingTime. So that's how you build a cart in ShowingTime. That's how you go through Paragon and use it. There's another way to get to it, and it's showingtime.com. And you just type in your email and your password, and if you log in, it'll take you to your home screen. And here's our home screen. You can see here's the showing that I had requested earlier. You can click on it. Here's the showing that I requested earlier on 14th Street, and you can view it or print instructions or whatever you do. You can do the same thing. Those are here. Over here is your dashboard. You can see your calendar. You can see the showings that you've requested and the showings that on your listings. You can see all the showings that have happened on my listings, and you can see the ones that have been canceled. You can see the showings that have happened on your listing. Here's it in the last whatever range you pick. Here's the ones that are happening today. You can make a new request, so you just search up here for your street number or your MLS number or whatever, your city, whatever you want to use to search for it. You just type that in and click search. Here are the showings that I've requested. Here are the different showings I've requested in the last week. And then our showing cart, once again, that's the showing cart that we had set up. Here's a showing cart that I had set up, and you can click on it, and you can see the tour that we can't make changes to the tour because the date's passed, but you can go back and see, everywhere that you looked, and you can see he's really interested in this area, and then we looked at one house out in Tecumseh. But that's good information if you're still looking for a house and you're not sure, maybe you've shown your client so many houses and then they stop looking for a while and you can't remember exactly what houses they've seen, then this is a good tool to go back and see what houses they've looked at. My listings, you can click on and you can see all of your listings. Most of these have already been sold or under contract. Sharon, our listing coordinator, will enter your listings into ShowingTime for you, so you don't need to worry about any of that. Contacts, you can see your clients' names. There's all your clients' names in here. You can see how many houses you've shown people and how many tours, which is really interesting to find out how many houses they've seen before they picked the one. Feedback, you can see your feedback on your listings. And you should get notifications if you have the app on your phone, or it'll send you an email and you can read those. But if you want to click on the feedback, you can, and it'll show you the feedback. And you can save and publish this. Like if there's comments down here that are just for you, you can change it, the comments or whatever. Include this feedback for agents and homeowners, or you can have it for yourself, or maybe you just don't have any at all, you can save and publish it to the owner if you want. You can set it up automatically so that it'll go to the owner. Sometimes, if I were you, and what I do is I will look at the feedback first and then send it to my clients, just in case there were some comments on there that were meant only for me, or comments maybe you want to tone it down a little bit for your clients or whatever. You can see the feedback on listings you've shown. I've gotten emails that I need to submit this feedback. This means I haven't done it yet if this little bubble is not filled in. So if I click on it, you can see the feedback form, and you just, click and fill this out and make comments and recommendations for them. And then you can design your own form, so you can make what the form says and what the instructions say. And like the feedback form, there's different things that you can add questions, you can do whatever you want over here and change those. There's different reports. There's different reports on your listings, activity on comparable reports. If your clients are asking, why isn't my house getting any list showings or whatever, or maybe you go in and you can see a summary of all the price changes and all that stuff that's happening. You can see how many showings and stuff you've gotten over the life of your listing. You can, like I said, there's all kinds of reports you can run. Your profile, you can put in all your information. Down here, it has how you want to receive notifications. If you want to get notifications on the app, if you want to get text messages, calls, emails, whatever is best for you. And then you can how many times you send your feedback request and how many days in between, that's up to you. And then all your notifications, once again, is on here. So you can just go through and, take care of all that. Help and training over here. You guys, if you need help on ShowingTime, obviously you can ask me, Amanda, or Gary, Brian, or I would suggest probably me, myself, Amanda, or Gary. And then there's all kinds of training topics and videos that you can watch in here. So that's kind of the ShowingTime. Once again, this is your dashboard, and you can just click on these little icons and it'll show you everything that's going on. But yeah, that's the ShowingTime app, and it is used to schedule your showings and to keep track of your listings.